Alright, so the topic for today is going to be manga spine art. I'm just going to talk a little bit about my opinion on the spine arts that we see, love, hate, despise, and are intrigued by. So let's go to a different camera angle, shall we? Ta-da! Okay, actually I'm probably going to be picking you guys up a whole bunch of times, so bear with me. I like to show, and I don't want to pick them all up because I have them organized perfectly for the manga collection video, so not touching them at all. That and they can be quite heavy after a while. First off, I'd like to point out that there's quite a few different spine arts. You probably already knew that. And each company has their own thing, apparently. I was looking through it and I noticed a few qualities that some companies keep throughout their spine art, and I thought it was interesting. One intriguing factor is, well, besides size, Dark Horse Manga likes to stay consistent. Boring, no changes, numbers, everything like that. They don't do much with the series. What I find funny, though, and slightly annoying, is that, as you could tell, they are slightly shorter than the manga volumes, but they are also fatter, so it kind of evens out, I suppose, but it's a pain in the neck. Next up, we've got the somewhat boring ones. Shoujo and Shonen Jump. They're either consistently boring, or they like to colorize their stuff. Let's see, a shoujo, that one's still boring. There we go, Alice 19th. As you can tell, it's still black and everything, but the coloring for the title and the volume number and the mangaka is different. And they still have the little pictures, just like the other ones. Yay! Shonen Jump and Shonen Jump Advance. I really like how they do theirs. They have the backdrop, they have similarities, so when you look at the series, you're not like, oh, blam. Like, no offense to people who love this series, but I just do not love the spine art for IS. I like the fact that they added pictures on the side. I'm a big fan of that. I love it because then it doesn't look boring. I hate boring looking ones because then they're like, aww. And some companies like to change their symbols a lot. Up close and personal. Let's see. Who should we veer to first? There's three notable ones. Mostly because I don't think anybody else likes to change their stuff. But the biggest notable one, I think, is Tokyo Pop. And a lot of people are going to know the big deal. I mean, look at that. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It just doesn't go. It ruins collections consistency. And it's not just, you know, a little, I mean, it goes from little to big old red. So, yeah, not cool at all. Yeah, I'm sure a majority of you do not like the fact that Tokyo Pop changed their symbol so much. It's like, couldn't they have lessened on the red? I mean, if they just enlarged that little Tokyo Pop emblem, then they would still be cool. I mean, I don't know. Another one that did a big difference is CMX. I absolutely adore what they redid and their spines, because see, this is what they were. Boring, boring, boring. And then they spiced it up a bit. So now it has color, and then the CMX emblem isn't as huge, but it's still pretty cool the way they did it. And then most of these look like that. See? And it looks really cool like that. So that was a change for the better. But unfortunately, they didn't make it. Another thing that I like my mangas to have on their spine art is a continuity of a picture on the spine. The best example for that would be Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. Absolutely love it when they do stuff like that. because then it adds more of a necessity to collect them all. That way you can have the complete picture. At least that's what I think. And I think it's awesome. There's Dragon Ball. I don't have very many of that one. Aside from spine art, spine size could be quite interesting. As you can tell, the Dark Horse manga is usually fatter and shorter than most of the regular mangas, but they can also be humongous and itty bitty. I know, right? Most notably would be the big old difference, Akira, which was done by Dark Horse Comics. Still the same people, just different, you know. And then the Dark Horse manga, Astro Boy. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about spine art, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, Vlogtember! This has nothing to do with spine art, I know, but I just think it's funny every time I see it. Now, for Astro Boy, there are omnibuses out. Not very many, I don't think, but yeah. Single volume against Akira. It's quite funny. And then of course there's also Samurai Executioner and Lone Wolf and Cub and something else. I don't remember. Doggone it, the battery's about to die.